First time I met John was at my girlfriend's wedding, and we were partnered because of height. We basically introduced ourselves when we were walking down the aisle.
You know that from the second you meet John that he is from Philadelphia. He definitely has an East Coast style. He always is willing to give people from his hometown a shot, people from his school a shot. He checks up on people. He's always aware of who's doing what, and that's why I think so many people come back in and out of his life and work for him.
He's from the East Coast, and of course that means he knows how to work hard. He knows how to be sensitive yet forceful. He knows how to get his point across without belittling somebody.
He sees his career as a process. I mean, that process began for him as a student at Temple.
I don't think he came out of Temple wanting to do reality television because it didn't exist.
I interviewed John and really liked him right to start with. When Arrested Development came up, it was a difficult project. He's smart and able to adjust and you know, sort of like a quarterback, able to see the whole field.
I'm a gentleman honey farmer. The only thing I've got back there are my bees.
Beans? No, bees! Bees? Bees! Bees!
He was basically what they call the line producer, the nuts and bolts producer. In television, the person who gets the produced by credit.
The first show I worked on for John was called Is She Really Going Out With Him?
You'll be forced to ask yourself, is she really going out with him?
And ironically, the very first place he sent me to shoot was he sent me to Philly for 8 weeks. I also did an A&E documentary with him called Heavy. Most recently, I did a competition series for Game Show Network called Skin Wars.
His greatest qualities have got to be the fact that, like, first off, he always understands the situation. I mean, he understands what he's getting into and, you know, and how to make the best of it.
John is a fixer. He's a rare producer that understands creative, but also understands money. When he walks into a room, people listen.
He is loyal, he's empathetic, he's a giver. He's a really good listener. He's not intimidating.
He's very cool under fire. He is not a yeller. He fixes problems. He doesn't create them. And I think that that's a rare thing in LA.
He's proud of Temple. He's proud of Philly. I think it's a big part of John's life, like his family is.
John is definitely a family man. He always made it a priority to make sure he had time to be there for moments in his kids' lives, and it was never work first, kid second.
He's a man of few words, I would say, but what he has to say counts. He speaks from his heart, and he speaks from a vast amount of knowledge and, you know, successes, defeats that he's had. He never forgets. He appreciates everything. He comes from good people. He is a good person, and that's all you really need to be successful in this business.